Hi guys, this is Abraham Moses from Taxi Stand Yellow Cab of Newark Liberty International Airport. Today, following all the series of the videos that we did post in the last 2 weeks, we received many advices and many calls from people to tell us what to do, what not to do. Some people asking us to make a petition. All the drivers can make sign on the petitions and send copies of them with what we suffer with and what we want, and send it to the offices of Lieutenant Governor and the Governor and the head of Port Authority and the head of City Hall, which is the mayor, and to the both senators of New Jersey, Cory Booker and Bob Menendez, and to the people of the Association of Taxis, even if the association is not that big. I thanks everybody that call me or give me advice or writes for me. And today we're going to talk to clear how taxi drivers in Newark get their license. And we make them to see how Uber themselves become a Uber drivers, to see which it is safe for the customers or taxi or Uber. First of all, how you become a Uber driver. Doesn't matter where you come from. Doesn't matter how long you've been driving. As long as you are 21 years, all you have to do is show them your license and that you have no point in your license or couple of points, but no driving record. That's it. You don't go any background check. You don't go any FBI background check or criminal background check. You don't go any drug test. You don't make any test. All you have to do is make an application in the app and send for them your license, a photocopy of your license. You send for them a photocopy of your registration and insurance, and the insurance has to be in your name, and that's it. Next week you are a Uber driver. As you know, many times you get in the car of a Uber driver, even with GPS, it make you lose your fly. It make you circle around different ways. And you have no way to contact the customer service unless you send for them text message, no telephones. Drivers also are victim of the company because the driver cannot know his destination or the price he's getting for his ride. So they do tricks. The driver receive a call, go to the place. If he accepted, then he has to go to that place. But now driver, when you go to the place, they call the customer before to tell him, where are you? And then ask him where you're going. If the customer is going to a destination that the driver doesn't like, or a destination that has a lot of traffic, the driver will just cancel and not go. If it is a bad weather, the price, without telling anybody, will raise 2, 3, sometimes 4 times. They call the surge. So they have a surcharge for the surge. And you, as a customer, you're not going to know what you're going to pay in at the end until you get to your destination. And they will charge you whatever they charge without telling you anything to the end of the fare. Driver doesn't know where he's going, how much he's getting, or how much the customer paid. Everything is in the dark. So we go back to yellow taxi. First, when you want to drive a yellow taxi in Newark Liberty Airport or in Newark City, you have first to go to the City Hall, take an application. In that application, you have to go different background check. You have to go a background check with your fingerprint. That's mean by the FBI. You have to go a criminal background check. They have to send you. You have to go to a doctor, and doctor has to accomplish his visit and sign that you are good to drive, that you have no problem in your vision or anything. Then after that, you have to go to City Hall and go to courses. After the courses, they give you a test. When you are there, one day you're gonna go to a test where they give you some about English and some about general knowledge. When you pass all of that, then you have to wait for the result of your background. That's mean customer, when he gets inside of yellow taxi, the driver is known, he has a license has a name and a hack license number. That's mean 100% safe. The driver also is experimented. He cannot go drive in the airport if he doesn't have 2-3 years experience, and he have at least 6 months driving in city of Newark before getting behind the wheel in the taxi. Uber taxi, all he has to do is buy his car, because as you know, Uber doesn't have cars. They don't own cars. This is just an idea that somebody had. He turned it to an app. He turned it to a money making machine. After that, he sold it. Then it start getting money by stocks in the stock market. That is going down year after year. About all those businesses you see, all those drivers around you see, is all time in claiming that they lost millions of dollars every year. I'm projecting that this stock market will go down and down until one day everything gonna go bankrupt, and the people that invest in Uber will go losing their money. Coming back to yellow taxi, if you wanna drive Uber, all you have to do is buy an old car and send for them registration and send for them your photocopy of your license. Or they send you to rent car from Avis or from other rental companies. Even if the rental companies first place, they have a band in their laws that says you cannot use their rental cars for transportation business, for taxis. But they close their eyes since this is too many business, a lot of cars gonna go out. They close their eyes for that band when it comes to Uber, because Uber will pay the $250 or $300 a week without having a problem with the drivers. That's mean they're making it easy for the driver, but the driver doesn't know that when his car, he will put a lot of mileage in it, and at the end of the year, the car gonna lose 75% of its value. That's mean they're taking advantage of drivers, and anybody can tell you that drivers of Uber never pass six months to 1 year max. Then they know that they're not really making any money, that they're ruining the business, that they have no profit. Coming back to yellow taxi. Yellow taxi in Newark has a different story. When you get your license, you have to rent a car rent a taxi from a medallion owner. And that business has two categories. There is the medallion owners and the car's owners. That's mean you are a driver, you buy your car and you rent the medallion. And that's a tricky stuff. I don't know how they make it as a business that the driver cannot make his car in his name. You have to put the car that you bought in the name of the medallion owner, and you work at his mercy. You have nothing that proves that is your car, except that people knows, like you have a lot of witness that knows that you bought the car, you rent the medallion, and you put it in his name. Other thing, when you put the car in the medallion owner, that means he's gonna claim all the expenses, claim everything, mechanic stuff, even if he doesn't own the car. More than that, If you have a problem with him, he's just gonna come and say, hey, take your car, I'm taking my medallion and give it to somebody else. Nothing is protecting the drivers. As nothing is protecting the medallion owners from banks also. Because as you know, since Uber comes, the medallions drop down 75% of their value. But the drivers still pay between $500 and $700 the same. In New York, it was $1,500 a week to drive a yellow taxi. Now it's $900 a week because City Hall gets involved with the bank to protect owners from bankruptcies, from banks taking their cars, taking their medallions, selling them in the auctions. But still the drivers also get some breaks, which is we asking people here in Newark to reorganize the business, that the owners get protected from the bank that just jump and take their cars out and sell them in the auctions without any reservations or giving them chance to pay back or make their loans again, adjust their interest and help them to get back in their feet. In next video, we're gonna talk about a relationship between drivers and medallion owners and city halls. By the way, this medallions used to be just a permit given by City Hall to the owners, $1 each permit. And some people now, they have 10 cars, 10 medallions, 15 medallions, 4 medallions, 5 medallions. I don't know how they do it, how they know how they did it, how it becomes a commercial stuff that you get from City Hall as a permit, then you turn it to a medallion that you can sell. I don't know all of that. We're gonna talk about it next week. I'm asking you, fellow drivers, when you watch my video, don't just laugh. Don't just come tell me, oh, brother, you're doing good job. Please subscribe and share with your fellow drivers. Share with your friends. Let these videos go viral. Let people hear us. Let people hear our voices. And let's help each other to get out from down and stand up. Thank you. God bless America. God help us all. And thanks for everybody that can help us and take the phone and call the responsibles. Thank you. Please subscribe.